We've got a really cool watch here on the channel today, guys. It's the Casioak GA2100, but one of the best mods I've ever seen. On a watch like this is so cool. The quality of brushing, the quality of polish, the way it fits, the finish, really impressed. And today's a very special video because we're actually going to be giving one of these away to one of my viewers. The watch, the case, everything, the tools, everything you see here. So guys, let's check out this watch, the GA2100 AP Royal Oak mod. Welcome back, guys. So as you can see here, we've got the Casioak, the GA2100, a very popular watch from G-Shock. Look, I love this watch myself, and I think what they've done here with this particular case, the finishing, everything, like I said in the intro, it's brilliant. They've really done a great job. So first and foremost, this watch itself and the case, whatever you see here on the table, this has been sent out to me. I don't know if they send this back, so I was really excited when they said you want to have a look at it, and I'm glad I said yes because it looks great. But it's not going to influence my review. I'll tell you what I think as far as negatives, but there's a lot of good stuff going on here as well. So, and as I said at the start, they're going to be giving away, one of my viewers is going to get this particular case, the watch itself, everything you see here, it's going to go to one of you guys, and I'll explain that. But let's get on to this watch. What we have, guys, is basically the dimensions of the actual case itself. I'm measuring at exactly 44 millimeters. The height comes in at exactly 12.4 mil. Now, when it comes to lug distance, it's a very awkward thing to measure something that's got basically integrated bracelet, and it's the same thing. It's the exact same thing with this. With the original, when that was set in there, it's quite awkward to measure the lug distance, but obviously being malleable and this thing can bend down, it pretty much wears on a lot of wrists. But with this particular unit, it's not the same. Obviously you've got, I'll push it in, there you go. As you can see, that's the minimal distance you can get. I can't go any closer. It does flare out, but you can't get closer than that. And the distance that I measure from there to there is exactly 56 mil. And how that translates to a lug distance, well, basically, if you look at my wrist, I've got a 18 centimeter wrist, but the distance from there to there, the width of my wrist, and I've done a video on this, is 60 mil. So I can easily wear this watch, not an issue. So how that would translate is someone of a wrist of about 6.5 inch upwards, not an issue. You won't have a problem with this. But again, it doesn't stop smaller wrist guys wearing this, whether you got a 14 centimeter, 15 centimeter, a lot of people wear their watches big regardless. So, but just saying it as it is. Now the bracelet itself, as you can see, it tapers from 26 mil at the case all the way down to 18 mil at the clasp, and that bracelet is lovely. The way they've integrated this, and even the brushing, the vertical brushing, the way this thing folds, there's high polish right at the edges, as you can see, and it also features screw pins. So I think they've done it well. They've included a butterfly clasp, fully milled, and 2 clicks. There you go. Beautiful. So the finish has been really well done. I like what they've done, and the total weight of the watch coming in exactly like this size to my 18 centimeter wrist, this comes in at exactly 150 grams. So a very cool look. I like what they've done. Now on the wrist, the watch wears really well. On my 7 inch or 18 centimeter wrist, as you can see, it wears beautifully. A really good experience. Obviously it's not going to be as comfortable as the original G-Shock surround and strap. They're really soft and malleable. This being stainless steel, it's still, I'll tell you what, it sits well, it looks great, the presence is fantastic, and as far as comfort factor for a stainless steel, I don't have an issue with it. It's done well, it's done really well. Now the way they've got this thing structured on their website, the pricing structure is quite interesting. They've got 2 different options. You can either purchase the actual strap and case on its own. If you've got the watch, if you've got a G-Shock, a GA2100, they can basically sell you just the actual unit itself, the mod kit, and you can modify your own watch, and it's extremely easy to do. Basically it's a couple of screws. Obviously you've got your quick release straps. You take those off, then you've got a couple of screws at the end. You you know, pull those over the actual pushers, that cover comes off and you're left with just the watch head. This thing slides straight on, 4 screws, Bob's your uncle, nice and easy. So it's an easy mod, and that price of the actual unit, just the actual strap, the case and the tools, that comes in at $145, less 10% for my viewers. So if you put the code in PETA10, you get 10% off. And the second option is they do it for you. They supply a watch, they supply the G-Shock itself, they supply the case, they modify it, and they send you all this like they did with me. So basically they sent all this for me. That comes in at $380, again less 10% using my code PETA10. But quite an interesting piece, guys. And you know, for me, I think the negatives, there's not that many that I can call, apart from the weight. Obviously G-Shocks are very, very light. You know, the original comes in extremely light. That in comparison to a stainless steel is nothing. So, and that's what people enjoy about that. This is more for the look. You know, being able to say, look, I've got an AP Royal Oak, it's quite cool. So, you know, I've enjoyed it. I've liked it on the wrist. It's been cool. It's been wonderful. There's not really that much bad to say about it. In fact, what I do like about the watch is the fact that measuring the original case and this one here, the fact that they've not gone big, bulky and thick, it's actually streamlined and quite nicely spec'd. The size from here to here is 44mm, and measuring that, that's about 44.4, 44.5. So the original is slightly bigger and chunkier, obviously being rubber. This is fantastic. They've done really well. So, but onto the competition, guys. How to get one for yourselves for free for one of my viewers. The company is called Jinsu Watch Case. They've also got an Instagram page. I'll leave all the links in the description regarding their webpage and also their Instagram. And the way to get the watch for us, very simple. Get on their Instagram page in the link. They're going to do a post that's going to be in conjunction with this particular video here. All you need to do is comment on that post, and in exactly 1 month, there'll be a winner that's announced. And one of you guys are going to win all this, which is pretty cool. So, that's the rules, nothing else. Just go leave a comment. My recommendation, go and subscribe to them as well, guys. You might as well, you're on their Instagram page. But let me know your thoughts, guys. I think it's quite schmick, quite nice. I like what they've done. Here's another negative, and again, potential negative. This is what I found in usage. The original, as you can see, it's got over here all the all the instructions as far as mode, start, light, adjust, whereas this one here doesn't. So if you don't own a G-Shock and you don't know how to use it, this is pretty straightforward for those who do have G-Shocks. But for those who don't, you basically got to look back and, what's this button again? Oh, that's the start button. Or this is the light function, and so forth. So just to work it out. But that's pretty much it, guys. I think they've done really well. The screws, they seem to be nicely lined up. Everything just works. Everything just works. So let me know what you think, guys. Leave me your comments. It's the Casioak GA2100 AP Royal Oak look. Really schmick. Really, really cool. I think it's basically bought a cult classic and made it a lot nicer, and something Casio I think should have done. They should have released, you know, a mod kit like this, but they haven't. So it is what it is. But let me know your thoughts. Thank you for watching, guys. And until next time, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video.